Hey folks, today I'm going to be showing you the gold farm I made in Minecraft 1.86. Now this is after the 1.83 update where they disable all the ways that you could actually break through the bedrock, but this minecart trick still works. So there's one underneath the top level of the bedrock here. We click in there, look up, click again, and we're on top of the nether. So up there is actually my first gold farm that I made. That is based on the gold farm in the ethos lab. I think it's 350, where it's based on iron golems. But I actually found that that doesn't work very well at all because the iron golems die to the regular zombies that spawn once in a while, so it eats through quite a bit of iron. So end up going with one that is based on Snow Crash's gold farm. I didn't quite like how it handled the XP orbs, but this is what it came up with. So I'm going to run up there and show you how it works, and then after that kind of run through the internals. So it does work. It does work by spawning mobs way up high here. It spawns the pigmen up here, and they drop down the red chute that you saw. They die, they fall into hoppers, and they go into the item collection system. So up here we've got, I think it's just a little triangle that I set up, so it's got 3 layers to it. They spawn on there, and then I'll get them to walk across the chute and fall down, and I'll show you how that's done in a sec here. So right now we are actually at about Y230, so we're way up here to make sure that mobs only spawn on these spawning platforms as opposed to down in the actual nether. So right here you can see one of the spawning platforms. I'm not aggroed right now from the pigmen, so they're just kind of doing their own thing. The reason that they think that they can walk off are these trapdoors. The mobs think that they can walk even though the trapdoor is in the down position. So that's part of this. So what we do is we actually go up to this upper area up here. And the reason that we're going up here is so that we get far enough away from the spawning platform, the top spawning platform that you see there, that it allows pigmen to spawn there. Because if you're too close, the pigmen won't spawn there. So we're going about, I think it's about 25 blocks up from the top platform. This will allow pigmen to spawn on that platform. So we'll walk up here, open that up, and now what we're going to do is we're going to shoot with our bow one of these pigmen. And what's going to happen is they will aggro all of the other pigmen. We'll see if we can get it to go here. This can take a minute to find one that I can actually hit. No. No. There they go. Okay, now they're angry. So you see all the pigmen that are spawning are going up through the chute, falling down. So the reason that that's happening is they get angry and they want to come after me. So that's the reason why this staircase is here, rather than just a ladder going up. The staircase ensures that the pathing of this pigmen makes them think that they should walk across those trapdoors to get to me. And that's how that part works. So once in a while, the pigmen will actually spawn on this platform that I'm pointing at down there, the bottom of the stairway, which is why we have these trapdoors here, just to make sure that if a few do spawn, they don't actually get me. And then this is actually the spot where I AFK. So as you can see, lots of pigmen at a time. So one of the problems with this farm was that it was actually too many pigmen. When they fall down there, their XP orbs actually do drop. So the entity count within a few minutes got up to be about 1100 or so, which pegs the server at 100% CPU. So not a good thing. So I actually had to implement a mechanism for getting rid of the XP orbs that drop. So XP orbs, you can get rid of them by passing lava over them. So that's a mechanism that we're going to walk down and see right now. But you can get rid of the XP orbs by passing lava over them. The problem with that is that we need to get rid of the XP orbs without allowing pigmen to fall on lava, because the lava does not burn the pigmen and it breaks their fall. So if we just had lava sitting down at the bottom of the chute, they would all just fall down there and collect, and we wouldn't be any better off. So we'll go down there and take a look at that system. Now, one thing to note up there as well is if you stand just outside of the platforms where they spawn, for some reason they do de-aggro after all of the current angry pigmen die. And for some reason, when you're up above, they just go in a constant stream. And I haven't tested very much, but I think they actually do de-aggro at some point, but not after the few hours that I had tested. So seems to be working pretty well. So now we'll take a look at this. Let's start with the platform. So here's the chute. They all fall down here. They fall onto these hoppers. And now we'll go into the redstone a little bit here. But the mechanism here is once in a while, it shoots out lava to destroy the XP orbs, and it closes these pistons to ensure that while we're burning up the XP orbs, the pigs that do fall in the blocks and die, and they don't just sit here down in the lava. And now the timing is such that sometimes pigmen do make it through. And that's okay, because gradually the pistons just crush them and they suffocate, and it's no big deal. So items go down through there, pass across here, and go into our item sorting system. So over here, I believe the first 3 columns we have here are all gold nuggets. Next, these 3 are gold nuggets. Gold bars get passed through there, and then rotten flesh here. So rate-wise, with the 3 platforms that I have up there, you get about, I'd say 1 full large chest every, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes or so. So pretty quick spawns. So we'll take a quick look at that here. So this is the tileable sorting mechanism here. You can take a better look right here. So, I think I just wrecked it. So there's supposed to be a repeater there. I'll have to fix that after this video. So what happens is the items flow across here, and they flow across this item hopper. So what happens is that the computer evaluates whether or not that item can flow in there, and if it can, it disables this torch, which opens up this hopper, which allows items to flow downward. And there's explanations of that in other videos. I won't go into that too much detail here, but essentially you've got 4 unique items, just 1 single unique item, and it has to be stackable, and it has to be just 1 of each one. So I'm using sponges because I don't use them anywhere else. So I use those for my unique items, and then this is the item that you want to sort. And then they flow downward into the boxes. So that's how that works. Now when these pigmen drop, they actually have a high chance to drop their gold sword, which clogs up any kind of collection system that I have. So items flow across here. If they don't get sorted out by the item sorting system here, they make their way over here into this dispenser. So let me grab some blocks and I'll show you that real quick. So the idea behind this dispenser is just an automatic dispenser system. You use these all the time in redstone systems. But the idea is that whenever an item passes into the dispenser, it automatically shoots into that lava right there. So we can see, we'll just toss some ender pearls in there. As you can see, it's going down. So this is a system. I can post a link to a quick tutorial on that. But that's whenever there's an item in there, this comparator detects that, and then it goes through a clock and actually just fires the dispenser. So destroys all of the extra swords, so we don't have too high of an entity count. So that's that portion. Let's see. So let's take a look at the redstone that actually controls the lava system. So as you saw before, it shoots out the lava. Actually, it closes the pistons, shoots out the lava, retracts the pistons. So how that works is, we'll start at the very beginning over here. So it works based off of a hopper clock. So every so many seconds, this shifts back and forth. When this is powered, it goes through here and it goes to this pulse generator. So how this works is the redstone flows into this block, which powers this piston. Now, when it gets powered, the power will flow along this path right here and power this. And at the same time, it's going to take this piston and move it. So it shortens the length of the, yep, you see it there? So it shortens the length of the actual power output that you're having. So this block cuts off this redstone signal shortly after the signal comes through. So it generates a pulse, a simple pulse generator. So the first line of that comes through here. Now this is where we actually take that to a double pulse. So this is for the dispenser. So this line makes the lava shoot out. Shortly after, this line makes the lava retract. So that's how that works. That goes into the dispenser. Now this line is designed to hold the pistons open. We want to open up the pistons before the lava shoots out and keep them open until after the lava is done retracting. So this is a comparator clock, or it's a comparator clock turned into a pulse lengthener. So this section here opens it up for, I don't know, roughly 15 seconds, and then this one adds another 5 seconds or so. So these are just two comparator clocks converted into pulse lengtheners, and that just goes up to the pistons here. And I think that about covers it. Yep, and that switch is just to disable the system. I don't ever disable it though, because if you disable it, your XP orbs will build up and you'll crash your server. So that's why that's never disabled. And that's the item farm.